Hotel workers at Reddit, what is something guests do that gets under your skin the most? Any conversation that starts with a belligerent "I'm paying for the room." Yes, we know. The concept of the hotel is familiar to us. Working front desk right now. I have no luggage carts because people bring them in their rooms and keep them overnight. Some people keep them for their whole stay over multiple days. Was a hotel room cleaner when guests put used untied condoms in the toilet, under pillows, under the bed, on the tea and coffee tray, basically anywhere, and not flushing the toilet. It's disgusting. When they try and do sneaky things. Example 1. Poking holes in the bottom of the cans in the minibar. We caught a few of these but only after other guests noticed, so we had no idea which guest did it. Example 2. Taking it in one of the drawers and leaving it there. A lot of guests just assume we know who they are. How am I supposed to know by face name all 300 rooms when I'm a bartender and seeing you for the first time? Also, the amount of people on checkout that try deny all room charges despite us having their signature on each one. We had guests open the minibar fridge, drink the beer, piss in the empty bottle, screwed put the cap back on and went on their merry ways. Next client, old gentleman with his daughter, took a swig of piss that day. Thing is, we had no idea which previous clients did this, which sucked. What got to me most was the number of times I was used as an example by parents when their kids were misbehaving. For example, if I was cleaning the windows and a child was being noisy nearby, a parent might say, "If you aren't good and don't listen, you'll end up cleaning windows for your whole life like this man." Completely dehumanizing, demoralizing, and just a bit of a rich bag thing to do anyway. Happened so many times I lost count. Regular guests that would interrupt you when dealing with other customers like they are more important. Tits instead of tips. You'd be shocked at the number of female guests who think a flash is as good as cash. Sorry ladies, but a glimpse of your knockers isn't going to help this bellhop knock out the rent next month. I worked in hotels years ago and the amount of people who order room service and answer the door scantily clad is astonishing. It's your room guy. If you want to lie around with your balls out, that's totally fine, just PLS we give you a robe. Throw it on before opening the door. Valet here. When guests flat out explode on me at the front drive when I politely tell them they have to go one level down to get their vehicle as opposed to picking up out front. They are told this when they arrive. I didn't build the hotel. I didn't place the office downstairs. I didn't place the key safe there. You know this. Chill the duck out. Hotel pianist here. I hate being photographed or filmed, but I keep a cool head by telling myself that at least I know they like my playing. Some Japanese tourists, however, the whole group came to my piano mid-performance and positioned themselves one by one behind me while a designated photographer took pictures of them. I mean, come on. At least ask if it's okay. Give a tip. I'm not a rare attraction that need be documented. That it is distracting. Honestly, the insane expectations. It's not the worst thing, but it's by far the most common. Like, buddy, you paid $120 in tax for a 2-star hotel room in Midtown Manhattan on a Saturday night. No, it doesn't come with a waterfront view. No, there is not any room service. Install seamless like the rest of us. Christ. Also, if you want 2 beds, book 2 beds. Don't book the extra cheap tiny room and then put in a request for a 2-bedroom at the same price, because that's not how that works. I hate when guests treat every minor inconvenience like it's the one thing that ruined their vacation. I read the feedback we get every single day and people give us horrible reviews because of things like I had to wait a few minutes for the elevator and the noise level in the lobby was a bit high. I don't get how people are so sensitive to the tiniest things. Like, if you are that way at home, I feel bad for your spouse or whoever you live with, because it's horrible to be around such unnecessary negativity. Remove their makeup with our Fascicloths. It's a itch to remove the stain and we provide makeup remover too. Full stop. Yeah, it's. I've worked in hotels for about 10 non-consecutive years. Everything guests do at this point annoy me. I've become jaded. Guests complaining about the size of the rooms and how everything is so basic. You literally booked the cheapest hotel room in the whole city. That's what you get. Former housekeeper here. People would spit their chew into soda cans and leave them in the room. I would grab them and think they were full of old soda, dump it in the sink, and promptly would gag at the horrendous smell. I have a long-standing hatred of people who chew now. Yael nasty. This conversation. Hi, do you have any rooms? No. Sorry, we're sold out. You don't have anything? Nope. We're all booked up. I just need one bed. I'm sorry, I don't have any rooms. I can call another hotel for you if you want. So, not even the honeymoon suite or anything? No. Sorry. But like I said, I can call another hotel if you want and see what's available. No, that's fine. Mother ducker. Are you serious? Worked hotel maintenance. If you accidentally break something in the room, be honest and let the front desk know. 99% chance you won't be charged for damage. It also gives maintenance a heads up to fix it at our earliest opportunity and not have to rush to fix it when the next guest finds the damage because the housekeeper didn't report it either. Where I worked, if a guest reported the damage, they wouldn't be charged for it. If they just leave and don't tell anyone, they'd be charged a damage fee, usually about $100. Yes, we can do that. It's on the paperwork you sign when you check in. I am a housekeeper at a nice, smaller sized, family-oriented hotel in Atlantic Canada. It is a franchised property but is a part of a huge chain. 1. Bastard jackal children running up and down the halls. Some even like to knock on other guests' doors at 10 PM and shout housekeeping. They honestly think it's hilarious. 2. People just coming up to my cart and taking what they want. Towels, shampoo, etc. Just ask. 3. People staring at myself and my fellow housekeepers as if we are actual aliens. It baffles me how many people don't understand that we essentially keep a hotel running and they barely know we exist. 4. Don't ask me how much I make. Don't ask me if my work is seasonal. Don't ask me anything that is not related to your stay and general comfort. Honestly, it's when the locals boast about knowing the owner. You already got a big discount. Stop asking for everything free you think you deserve. Not showing up for your reservation on a busy, sold out night and not letting us know you're not making it. I get a lot of walk-ins and phone calls asking if a room is available but normally can't sell them a room that's already booked reserved. Some people are just looking for a place to sleep for the night. Reception worker for an international chain of hotels here. Breaking an obvious rule they have been informed about 10 times and then come to the reception to scream at my face. I will talk to your general manager in the headquarters. Another country. Sure. Fill in the complaint form. Make that long and expensive call and let me know when they confirm what I have just said. Wedding parties and bridal parties. 9/10 The women are extremely high maintenance. Trash the rooms. And never tip under any circumstance yet expect to be treated like royalty because they're paying for their room. Goes the same way with bachelor parties too. Loud drunk obnoxious men who tend to start fights in the lobby. On the plus side, the men seem to tip slightly more often. I work as a valet manager at a luxury hotel. Wedding parties that are obviously extremely wealthy who ask you to bend over backwards for them. Park all of their cars. Take loads of gifts and luggage to many different rooms. Bring them wine and all sorts of food. Order town cars and taxis for them. Set up dinner reservations. Put up with a bunch of their complaining and doing your best to accommodate them. And in the end, no tip and no thank you. I used to do security for a DoubleTree in my city, and everything was perfect. Super cake job. Until the winter weekends when kids hockey would start up and both the Americans and Canadians were absolutely terrible. Parents just getting absolutely plastered and not paying any attention to their kids. Kids playing knee hockey in the hallways. Kids using chairs to try and block doorways so I couldn't get through and get to them. It was a 5-story building and every floor had an interior balcony that ran around the inside and moron kids would climb up on the railings and stand up. Just the absolute worst, and the parents were always 10 drinks in and would just scream and yell when you try to tell them to actually parent their kids. Hotel building maintenance here. Honestly, most people are okay, if a bit weird, but I can't stand the unnecessary damage of drinks and hyperactive children. We literally had a guy last week piss all over his bed before sleeping in it because drunk him decided it was a hilarious idea. The next morning he demanded the bed be clean for him when he got back. He's staying for a few weeks with a few other guys in other rooms for a local construction project. His boss had a good laugh of it when we called to explain we're charging the company for the cleaning fee, even if dude isn't personally held responsible. The boss we contract with is a funny guy, and having the scoop on a bedwetter probably have him some leverage. Also, people who break or tamper with things in their room to try to get to discount. Like seriously? We inspect the rooms after each cleaning, and also our clean rooms get checked every day. We know it was working before you were in there. Masturbating in ice buckets. Used to work in a very nice hotel downtown in a heavy tourist traffic city. If you're staying in a nice hotel in the middle of one of the most traveled entertainment districts in the country, quit getting mad and acting surprised when everything costs money. Yes, parking costs money. Yes, breakfast costs money. I start going through the spiel about amenities, breakfast, etc. and they either just say thanks and walk away before I'm done, or say yeah I know I've been here before, so I stop. 10 minutes later, they call, hey, what time is breakfast? And when does the pool close? Well, it had, if you had listened the first time. I worked at a Hard Rock hotel. The most annoying thing was probably the wannabe reality TV star 40-somethings that would stay at the hotel and try to relive their youth. And by relive their youth I mean act like obnoxious teenagers who act wealthier than they actually are. Had one guy nearly blow up at me because he thought I included a tip on a $200 check, and I informed him that was the tax he just signed and threw it back at me. Shall I email that receipt to you, or would you like a printed copy? Guessed, yes. About 70% of the time. Every time. Also, itty, drunk sports parents. All they do is destroy my lobby and cause a ruckus. They are worse than their itty, noisy kids whom they completely neglect and let run amok in the hotel. Then the parents get snippy with us when we have to corral them and inform the parents to act like parents and obey the good neighbor policy that they signed, ensuring they would not let any of this happen. Hockey parents are by far the worst parents. Sex. The amount of times a guest will have requested something, needed something fixed in their room, or asked for room service, only to decide to duck straight after they put the phone down, leaving me stuck outside the door with that extra set of towels, or walking into a room to fix something and seeing more than I ever needed to. Also, bins are provided in bedrooms for a reason. Stop leaving used condoms, lube packets, discarded toys just all over the bed and tables. I get it. And dirty weekends away are awesome. Just have a little thought for the person who has to clean up the room after. Oh, I worked at a Hilton years ago in high school. Was actually a fun job, but I still remember stuff 20 years later. If I am helping someone else, I cannot carry your suitcases on top of this other guest. You can see that. Stop being impatient. One group was holding an event in one of our conference rooms. Maybe 30 people. They all had to be well hydrated because I probably brought them 31-gallon pitchers of water, not counting what the wait staff brought them. The woman that work here will not sleep with you. That girl that works here is 16. Guests that call up every 10 minutes asking for something odd or complaining about something we have no control over. Sorry, I can't stop the snow. No, we cannot drive you 3 hours to someone's house or some convention in the hotel van. What I remember anyways. Dump ash next to the ashtray and don't clean it up. It's not that hard, damn it.